Race fans, we're here at Funny Car Chaos, race 1 of a 7-race series, and we've got Brandon Lewis here, and he's got Nitro Funny Car ready to run and ready to get it on in action here today and tomorrow. Brandon, tell us about where you come from, and your racing heritage, and give us a little update.
Dad run pro mods when I was younger. We got to 2000, or when I turned 15, kind of gave me the option to drive his pro mod or go fuel altered racing, so we went fuel altered racing. Ran his car, we got tired of that. We went alcohol funny car racing. Decided in 2007, we bought Shelly Howard's complete operation. Switched over to the fuel deal, ran it, won a championship in 09, parked it, decided to go back pro mod racing again, and we ran that just until this last year. So we had 9 years under our belt with everyone seeing the Badass 57. We ran that, and John's Hot Rod came up for sale, so we decided to combine funny car, nitro, put them together of our history and go have some fun.
And it looks like you're having fun so far from what I've seen and heard.
We've had some pretty good times with it so far. We did some little testing down in Dallas, went some good early numbers, and then ran 573, 259 to the quarter. That was my first time in I think 9 or 10 years I've been to the quarter mile. So it was kind of that was a nice lap. Felt good.
That's a lot of speed up there.
Yeah, it gained I think 56 mile an hour out the back door. So we were all way impressed on how much mile an hour it picked up on the big end.
Yeah. So you'd been in an injected nitro dragster before.
Yes. Yeah.
And, but the supercharged nitro combination, any difference?
Yeah, it's a little bit more tolerable. The injected nitro deal was, I could say, a little less forgiving on the things you could do with it. The window was just different on it as far as the tunability and the driving and what you could and couldn't do in the car. So versus this, it's almost like being back in the alcohol car or the pro mod with the blower. It's just making a little bit more horsepower. So
is it all coming right back to you from
it
being
is.
in a funny car before?
I told the guys, I hadn't sat in the car with the body down, suited, until my first lap down there. So I got in and we made the lap, and the guys come up and they said, well, what'd you think? And I said, man, that body went down, felt like home. I said, it got real quiet, and I was by myself, and it's just a different world inside there. You know, Pro Mod had a body, but Pro Mod, you got room. You can reach everything. You reach for air bottles, you reach all the shifters and the transmissions and touch everything. These, you're in there, you're by yourself. It feels like like I said, you're stuffed at home.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of the racers that we've talked to have talked about it being a lifelong dream to race a funny car. Of course, you had done it before, but you said it felt like you were just coming right back home. So is it everything you were hoping?
Oh, and more. It was everything I was hoping and more. You know, we made the first lap and went 4:05, and Guy come back and he goes, well, yeah, that was really soft. I said, no. I said, that was perfect for me. I said, that was A to B run, everything I needed to do, plugged it in high gear, felt good, and I said, I didn't need it to go any quicker. So I just needed to get my feet wet, and then we got back and said, okay, now the second lap, let's turn it up and go quicker.
Yeah. Comes from Oklahoma, and is followed in a line of a lot of the greats from the history of the sport. John Collins, Benny the Wiz Osborne, Smiling Jimmy Nix, Don Grothier. I could go on and on with the racers from Oklahoma. How does it feel to be walking in those footsteps?
You know, it's funny you mentioned John Collins. That was a good buddy of mine. So, you know, to have that mention and be here running this car on nitro, back doing what we're doing, it's cool. Kind of gives chills up your spines walking around. You know, sitting dinner last night, Roland Leone came over and was talking to me, and you got Nonnie Massey and Kevin Kinsley and all these guys that have been doing this stuff for a long time. It's cool. I could sit for days inside a room with all these guys and the legends of the sport and not say a word, just to hear the history, the stories behind the funny cars, and what's led us now to the Funny Car Chaos deal.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about Funny Car Chaos?
Man, just the excitement. Like last night, I was telling my guys, we went to that pre-party deal, and I said, I feel like the atmosphere is so much more energetic. It's so much more outgoing. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants to hang out. Everybody wants to do something. Yeah. You know, it's not this shrug shoulder. We're here, we're here racing. And trust me, when my helmet goes down, I'm sure we're all going to kick each other's butts. But when we get out on the other end, I'm going to high five you if you kick my butt, or I'm going to come over and help you turn the car around. You know, that's the atmosphere we like.
Yeah. It's very, very much fun. I mean, it's business on the racetrack, but this has been
a
lot of fun.
But it's family, you know. I mean, we've got, I bring my kids with me. Our crew guys have their kids with them. I mean, this is family for us, and this kind of a deal, watching the kids run around and the families run around and the dogs and, the husbands and wives, it feels like you're at the local racetrack.
Yeah. Now, you talk about the family deal. You've got a whole bunch of cars running here. You're actually driving 2 cars this weekend,
I
aren't
sure
you?
am. I've got a 40 wheelies that I'm driving, owned by Leonard Wren, and then we've got a 57 gasser, which is my brother's, Matt. So it's got a 408 small block blown injected deal in it. And then I've got another guy here that's a buddy of ours. That's, say buddy, he might as well be my brother. He's got a little Camaro. He's got a big blown injected motor in it. We're going to run the back half program with that. So everything's got a blower on it, and everything makes real loud noise.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun for the fans and for the family to
for
be
sure.
a part of. Now tell us about the car. You got this from John Hale, and it seems to be working very well.
Yeah, we bought everything from John. We just switched everything over. We gave it our own scheme. You know, we're from Tulsa, Oklahoma. The attitude adjuster come from my dad's back in his days. And if anybody will know the name J.R. Sandlin, he had a Pro Mod car called Bad Attitude. And when he ran Pro Mods, we said, well, he's got a bad attitude when they're the attitude adjusters. And we've had that name for years. So we're hoping to adjust some attitudes this weekend here at the races with a big load of nitro in it and see if we can have some fun.
Well, 2 rounds of qualifying here today, and 1 more tomorrow, and eliminations as we've got.
Speaking of little ones, there they are.
Speaking of family, there we go. There we go. Well, thanks for racing with us. We appreciate
thank you.
it.
I appreciate
We're
it.
glad to have you here.
Looking forward to the whole year.
All right.
We'll see you
7
guys.
Races fans. See you there.